Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Where we left off last time, we came back to the capital, actually. In theory I want to support people's stuff. In practice, we're in a quick save. Our treasurer did come back, he failed to get the mercenaries. We lost a couple BP, no big deal. This is going to take 14 days, and I'm hoping that nothing... See, the moment we stop, like 5 events just kicked in, so we're going to have to load that quick save up. Because we're going to fail a bunch of them, probably. We'll wait till the beginning of the next month to do this again. Because the moment we started doing that, like, literally like 5 projects came in. So we'll just kind of play it by ear. We had a military parade and got military +3. Excellent. And do we have any projects for our... Yeah, we do, for sure. We have the border training camps that we can send to this guy to do. Our military is top-notch. Look at that, 80. Our economy is 90. That's pretty good, too. 125 BP to do this? Fine, fair enough. Whatever. Good enough. Go. Go do the business. I'll wait till the end of the month and then we'll pick it in. We got +2 culture because we found a foreign dig site. Excellent. Or artifact dig site, I should say. We do have our curator available to do this thing, and we are going to do that actually instead of the economy one, I think. Alright. We failed to do the mineral spring, but we got 1 loyalty for it, so it's not the worst thing that had happened. We still have devastating raids for 11 days, but our project's going to be support the curator's endeavor. Go, 14 days. And our temple should be not quite built by that point, but culture is now rank 2. Our loyalty is -1, so we failed to do the raids. And we completed the border training camps. Excellent. Alright, what other events can we do? Bumper harvest. What does that mean? This year the gods have smiled upon the peasants, grain crops are doing well, and stocks are bowing to the ground under the weight of the food they bear. Such fortune is rare. Who will decide what to do with the sudden wealth? Our treasurer will do that. What other projects do we have? We can do the counselor's endeavors or the warden's endeavors. It's going to be the warden. We're also going to save. I think we can do a warden's endeavor before the end of the month. I'm hoping. We're going to get 8 events because it just pops them all up at once, I think. Perfect. It didn't flip over to the end of the month. So stability is rank 2 now. Our economy got +3 and we got 5 BP for the harvest. +2 divine for rebuilding the temple of the elk. Our realm has healed the wounds left by the calamity, so we've recovered from the pestilence. Excellent. Everything's going pretty well. We can repillage the recently reconstructed temple, but that sounds silly to me. We have 7 events. Our warden needs our advice in the throne room. We'll do that in a sec. We have a visitor in the castle. Mental dexterity. There's a gang of petty illusionists in the lands of the Baron. They're passing off copper coins as golden ones, and the fraud must be stopped. Treasurer, go deal with that problem. DC 22. Economy is +12, so he's got a 50% chance of succeeding. Good enough. Illicit hunters. We can send a coon to this, our warden, or we can send our regent. Let's take a look at the other things first. Mystic circles requires our priest. Fine, go do that. Troublemakers requires somebody. We'll send our military. Troublemakers are spurring people to rebel against the ruler. That sounds like a military problem. Important essay is published. We need to visit the throne room again. So the illicit hunters are going to be our regent. Go do that. A visitor waits in the castle. So we have 3 throne room things to do. Let's go do that. Since it is close to the end of the month, I'm guessing they'll all wander away into the ether if they're left alone, and we'll probably get some negatives for not dealing with them. So let's deal with them. See what we can handle here. I also want to go buy more BP so we can claim that last territory, the northern Gnarl Marches. It's Jod. Jod looks to be puzzled and amused at the same time. Your Grace, I brought you an extremely unusual message. It's... How should I put it? It's an essay on your barony written by Jubilos Narthruple and published only recently. I thought you might like to see it for yourself. How does it look? I'm really kind of curious. A young man wearing fancy clothes with delicate features and a perfect posture gives you a precisely measured light bow. Your Grace, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Eldrist Hanbaki. I beg you to give me a moment of your precious time. What do I owe the pleasure of your meeting? A surprised expression appears on the young noble's face, but he conceals it behind a polite smile. Such flawless courtesy. I can see you're a true noble, unlike some imposters from the River Kingdoms. Let me get straight to the point for my visit, for it is of the utmost importance. A tragedy has brought me here, one that has been looming over my family for a while, or perhaps one that has already come to pass. You see, Your Grace, 2 months ago, my eldest brother, Toman Hanbaki, went missing after leaving Grelton, where our family resides. He headed northwest. His destination, we found later, was a village called Varnhold, but he never arrived there. Your capital was the last place he was seen alive. We don't know where he is or whether he's still alive. Our poor father is losing his head in grief. Please help us to learn something about the fate of my brother, and you'll gain an eternally loyal ally. Tell me about him. Our family, no matter how venerable, has always carried a spirit of adventurousness, if you will it, in our blood, a thirst for risk and exploits. Each generation has its own daredevil who left all he owned and went chasing after some ghostly treasures, completely ignoring the tears of his loved ones. I'm afraid this curse has fallen, or family curse has befallen on my brother now. Ooh, that was a tough sentence. If only I knew what exactly he was looking for, or where he was going. Sadly, all I managed to learn was the name of some village out in the middle of nowhere, Varnhold, along with the fact that my brother never arrived there. How about your family? The Hanbakis are an ancient family with a long history, dating back to the days before Grelton's founding. Unfortunately, our wealth has been depleted by a series of reckless ventures, like the one my brother is partaking in right now. Family archives, some heirlooms, and our honor. These are all the treasures our once influential house has come to possess. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Thank you, sir. I will go to Varnhold and take a look around. Akun says, we have fairies, Jade Mall. They wander the gnarl marches along the border. They refuse to leave. They say the lands are theirs. Your people are frightened. The man cringes and shakes his head. The fairies are an old tribe. They have their rules and we must honor them. Order your subjects to leave this land or there will be war. Set up additional guard posts. Keep the locals away from the conflict with the fairies. Military -2, stability +2. Senseless people will die. Fairies too, and for what? A piece of land? My land, Akun. My land. Not any piece of land, it's mine, I own it. My borders go there. Somehow. Doc looks at me like I'm crazy because I was like poking at my chest when I said my land. You guys can't see that because the camera's not on, obviously. Oh, that brings me to another question. What are your guys' thoughts on face cams while doing Let's Plays? I've never been one for it, but I'm not opposed to the idea. Some people really like it, some people don't, so I want your general opinion on that. Yes or no to cameras on Let's Plays? I'm actually just kind of curious to see what you guys think. So we've done all the events. We can't do anything else. We don't have any money really, so we're gonna skip a day. Skip 2 days. 3 days. And no new events kicked in. Okay, well that's kind of nice. Let's hit F5. I always like to save before we do some of these endeavors. Akun, we will upgrade your stability to level 3, I guess. Go. We have 5 new events coming up as soon as this is done. Stability rank 3, we got +3 military from the troublemakers. We failed illicit hunters and we got -1 community, -1 loyalty, -2 stability. Kinda sucks. We failed our mental dexterity and we got -4 economy. That really is unfortunate. Oh, what are our 2 new events? Nature's Rage. Animals are very angry. We'll send our counselor to deal with that. And Omen. White deer with bloody antlers was seen in the forest. Could it be a sign of Erastil himself? Why don't you go find out, old man? And we will... We could strengthen Keston's skill. Maybe you have to strengthen these people before they become viable advisors. Regardless, we don't have super time for that right now. I want to upgrade our economy first. So where's our treasurer at? Treasurer! 14 days. That'll put us to the 29th of Rova. That should clear out most of the things. So Mystic Circles, we got +8 Divine, +3 Culture from the Omen. And nothing else finished? The High Priest seeks our advice. We'll do that in just a second. We can strengthen Bartholomew, Keston, or we can pillage the temple. Or we can support Jod. Do I have to be here for this? No, it just costs BP. which we do have a lot of, actually. Let's take a look at our capital. Maybe we can upgrade some buildings. Or we can... Well, we'll need to do the throne room stuff, but we can actually do the seizing of territory west. Alright, we can't break that down. We can upgrade... Oh, we can't upgrade this yet? I guess not. Requires city. Yep. Okay. We have one space open, though. What do we want to build? I want to build like a mansion or something, but we can't afford it. We already have a shrine. I don't care about that too much right now. I also want a museum at some point. There's a lot of buildings I want. Oh well, we'll come back for this later, I guess. I do want to check my other cities to make sure that they are all fully built. I can't remember if I did all of them. We'll do it really quickly. And then we'll, worry about other things. So, Trade Guard. Let's deal with Trade Guard. I love Knock Knock. He looks cool. I would never really use him in a custom group. Can anything upgrade here? No, we have to make it a town first. So, I guess that place is done. I don't like how it's a loading screen every single time, but I just want to make sure all my towns are fully built up. It would do no good to have empty building slots other than our main city because we want 2 size structures. Gnarl Keep. Looks like it's fully built. I'm going to assume that one is. The Kama Lands. Gambling Steps. Appears to be fully built as well. We don't need to go into all of them. Okay. So we are going to do this. Let's take 14 days to solve. Do I need to be here for that? Let's just quick save and find out. Yes, so we're gonna quick load that. We will be doing that very shortly. I just need to talk to my cleric first or whatever. But we will be seizing the northern Gnarl Marches and building our town there. Or possibly building up our capital. I might have to sell everything and rebuild everything with better proximity bonuses. Because there's so many buildings, and they all have different proximity bonuses that you kind of figure out where you want to put things. And I think some of ours aren't ideally placed at the moment. What do you want, Harem? Harem broods and mumbles and clears his throat. Listen, Jade Maul, I wish to give you some advice. Find another advisor who can deal with affairs of magic. The Barony will struggle without a magister. Okay. Before you appoint someone for this position, I will take upon myself this final case, involving wizards and other spellcasters. A group of Nethys priests have arrived at your court to propose an amazing thing, founding a library of magic here in the capital. Your barony would gain a valuable source of knowledge that would otherwise fade into darkness. I believe it's worthy of me and of my barony. Yes, I totally agree with you. Let's get that happening. I am all about the arcane. Bring it on. Dragon? This better be Lawbringer's armor. By tradition, blah blah blah. Please accept this. Put aside everything else and get to repairing your grandfather's armor. Gladly, I've been itching to start, but a craftsman's word is law. No new work until I complete my current orders. I'm not some ordinary fool whose mind is so full of fantasies and fresh ideas he can't properly finish a single task. Then make the Lawbringer armor. I have done so much work to get that friggin' armor. Hi, Bakken. Thank you, Bakken. Bye. He's just giving us more potions. Or whatever. Okay. Now. What did he give us? Mayhem. Oh, we got another Mayhem Axe. We already had a Mayhem Axe. I guess we got another one. And we have an Undead Bane to sell and a Frost Greatsword to sell. We have lots of things to sell for BP, which we're going to do because I'm sure that once we annex this territory, things are going to go crazy in our kingdom. I'm almost certain about it. I might buy 1500 BP and just do that trade agreement. Actually, we don't have enough money for 1500 BP. 15,000 BP. Whatever BP it was to build that Sertova trade agreement. It's 1500. We don't have enough money for that for sure. How much would it give us per week though? So we have 4 towns currently. That's plus 8, and our main thing is plus 5, so it's 13 BP per week. It would take 100-ish weeks. I don't know how many villages we have. I don't know the extent of our village situation. I do want that, though. It's such a toss-up, because it could be so useful for our BP per week. Our people are still worried about what? Oh yeah, we gotta set an advisor. We finally get a advisor. I guess it's going to be Octavia. Perfect, there's our council. We finally have a full council. We are on the 29th day, so we're actually going to skip another day or two just to get the next month in, see what events there are. The Magister wants some advice. Let's talk to the Magister. We'll visit the throne room. Octavia grins from ear to ear. Your barony attracts the most unusual and interesting characters. They must have heard the rumors that your county is a place where one can live without chains and restrictions. Not long ago, I was visited by an appraiser of magical items, a rare and sought-after profession in many countries. The man proposed that he settle our lands and open his own store. I agreed then and there. My count would be as good as Absalom, right? In tribute, he offered his new ruler a valuable gift, but he didn't dare select a specific item for you. Instead, he simply invites you to choose from all of the finest things he keeps in his best storerooms. There's a small list written on a piece of parchment in ornate handwriting. We best not be greedy. Just choose one item. I wish to control weather and luck? Yeah, let's do that. +1 community, +1 loyalty, +1 divine, plus arcane. Cool. My dog is trying to lick my feet. It's an uncomfortable feeling at the moment. Alright. It's time for more ruling. We're gonna claim the Gnarl Marches. The Northern Gnarl Marches will finally be ours. We also probably need to go buy some more BP. That's just a thing. Alright. Nature's Rage is ending in 12 days. We do have a bunch of projects, but it's time to claim the last territory. We are just gonna send Lindsay. It doesn't really matter who. It's expensive. Damn. We are gonna have to go buy more things. Our barony has now expanded. It is now pretty big. That's a decent sized territory. Renowned Galarian. The news of the Stagwood's fall has spread across the neighboring lands and ripples on a pond. It seems that the Stolen Lands has entered a new age. Its future history to be written by its new ruler's actions and decisions. The fledgling barony already begins to attract the attention from across the distant realms of Galarian. Some factions already take a keen interest in the affairs of the Baron and may even pay him a visit. The Nature's Rage was fine, +3 to loyalty, divine, and arcane. Octavia and Ragongar have spotted somebody suspicious. Okay. And troublemakers again. Send our military this time again. We want that to finish well. We need to strengthen people too. Also, we need to build stuff before we go doing anything weird. Let's go to the Northern Gnarl Marches and pick a spot for our new town. We have lots of towns on the river, so let's have one like mid-forest. It's called Tatzelford. Fords are river. That sounds like a river place. Maybe we will be on the river then. But no, we have lots of river territories. But why not another one? But we'll make it far away. Closest to the border. That sounds like a good plan. We don't have too much money. How much money do we have currently? I think we have like maybe 300 BP left at the most. 220. I was off by 33% or so. But we're gonna get some buildings going. So a longhouse is always important. We need a shop. These shops need to be by long. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll shop there. Economy is just too important not to get a bunch of. Smithy. We have 100 BP left. We will grab a pier. Nope, that's fine. And we'll grab a watchtower or a windmill. Why can't we build a windmill there? It's so silly. Oh, we can build a windmill there. Well, we're getting a windmill. We need a granary then. Granary. We'll put that over there. And a tavern. Sure, that sounds pretty good. We are at 0 BP now, so we're gonna have to go buy some. I love stores so much. Economy is very important to me anyways. Okay, we have all those endeavors to do, but let's go talk to Ragongar and Octavia, see what they have to say. Hi, you guys. Octavia and Ragongar exchange a look and both start talking at the same time. Do you think we know the Technic League wouldn't just let us go, and they sent their agent right here in the capital. Now that's impudence. What are you planning? What do you think? Once you get someone inside, it's not that hard to beat some information out of them. Reg, that can wait. I like to start with a chat, try to find out exactly what they have planned. They wouldn't just send one agent in, and wherever the cronies are hidden, that's where we'll find the big fish. Ragongar slams his fist into his palm with a grin. How do you know they're from the Technic League? He's sitting in a tavern, paying with Numerian gold and asking about Reg and me all day. Even if he's not spying for the Technic League, we sure have a few questions for him. Alright, let's find out what they're doing here. Great, we'll wait for you in the tavern. Oh yeah, we're supposed to deal with Miri's problem too. Why do you have a giant witch hat, tiny gnome? Greetings, your grace. Allow me to, or halfling maybe? Allow me to pay my respects and deliver a gift on behalf of my master, a well-known connoisseur of magical artifacts, finally welcomed by you in the capital. Let me introduce myself. Erlene Greyridge at your service. The girl bows brief and springs back up. She casts curious, assessing glances at the throne room and holds out a package. This is a modest gift from my master, your grace. May it serve you well. And in case you're looking for more, Erlene looks at you sideways and smiles mysteriously. I beg you to forgive my audacity, but since destiny is giving me the opportunity to speak with you face to face, you see my master is a highly educated and respected specialist, but unfortunately, he has no business acumen whatsoever. For my part, as much as I appreciate collectible items of great aesthetic value, I'm far more interested in turning my knowledge in this sphere towards tangible profit. If you take an interest in obtaining magical items without all this hassle, I could arrange it. Go on. You see, over my years of travel, I built up a long list of contacts across Galorian. In other words, I can acquire magical rarities, no matter the distance or difficulty. If you kindly help me open my own shop, I'll gladly quit my master and use my talents for your benefit. Erlene stops speaking and looks at you expectantly. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you. May your reign last for years to come. Erlene bows. I dare not distract you further, your grace. I don't care if they're smuggled artifacts. That sounds amazing. I want free things. That... Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's go talk to the Technic League spy. I guess that's something we should do. It's important to help our general and our only magical advisor that's any good. Okay, we also can sell some things and buy BP on our way, because that's probably important too. I won't have enough to buy the 1500 required for the trade agreement with Sertova. That's a very expensive endeavor. Let's just eyeball this number. So it's 80 per 1 BP, and it's 1500. So we can make that pretty easy. It's 8 times 15, right? Which is 30 times 4, which is 100. 30 times 4, so it's 120 plus 2 zeros. Wait, no, that's right. Plus 3 zeros. It's 120,000 gold. That's right, right? You know what? I have a calculator program. I'm pretty sure that's right, though. Let's see. If it is 80 BP and we need 1500, it's 120,000 gold. I was absolutely right. We don't have anywhere near 120,000 gold at the moment. Not saying we haven't ever made 120,000 gold, because I'm pretty sure we spent more than that throughout our careers in the game, but we don't have that much money at the moment. We do, however, have a ton of things to sell. It's not going to be 120,000 gold worth, mind you, but it will be some. It will be $12,000 worth, plus a little bit... Nope, nothing there. Plus a little bit. What is that? An acerbic ring. Bomb stuff. Don't care. Luck ring. Yeah, no, we have cloaks that give me... Actually, maybe our main character can use that. Gloves of dueling. Nothing has ever disarmed us, so it doesn't really matter. I don't even think enemies have disarm in this game, to my knowledge. Just get rid of the wand that we never use. I still love this thing. We're gonna try it out later on. I guess that's pretty well it. We'll buy some BP. We're gonna buy a lot of BP because we're gonna need a ton. Let's buy 600 BP. Now we're poor. But we have a bunch of BP now. The reason we're buying so much BP is I'm guessing we're gonna get a quest pretty soon to upgrade our city one more time to its biggest size, to an actual city size instead of a town. And that might actually make all of our other towns grow into cities. Or sorry, our other villages grow into towns, something like that. And then maybe we'll be able to found new villages in that territory too. So, I'm not exactly sure how in-depth this whole system goes. But if it does go sort of that way, then we're gonna need all the BP in the world. Look at the giant owlbear thing. That's amazing, I never noticed that before. It wasn't here before, obviously. Alright, who am I looking for? Apparently we're looking for that guy. An inconspicuous dwarf wearing a grey coat sits at the table sipping beer. As Octavia and Vergongar appear at his table, he topples the mug, startled. Ooh. You're asking about us, right? Well, here we are. So what is it you want from us, hmm? You made a mistake. I have no idea who you are. Don't lie, you're a Technic League spy. Oh, Abadar, what did I do to deserve this? Fine, yes, I admit it. I was sent by the Technic League. I'll tell you everything, just don't hit me. My name is Carrig. I'm just a humble servant of Maestro Janush. The looks on Octavia and Ragongar's faces after hearing the name make the dwarf go pale and shrink into his chair. You know him, don't you? You could say that, and why did he send you here? I was his slave. I served the Maestro loyally for a long time, and he finally granted me my freedom. He promised me a lot of money, enough to get me to the Five Kings Mountains and then some, if I were to do just a simple task for him. Find out if a half-elf named Octavia and a half-orc named Ragongar were living in the capital. And if so, where they could be found. I don't know why he sent me, I'm no spy, I'm just a simple cobbler. Tell me, Carrick, do you know where we can find Janush? Oh yes, yes I do. Oh, the Meister will kill me. Abadar, what did I do to deserve this? Give me a map, I'll show you where he's holed up. Looks like a trap. Of course it's a trap, it's the Maestro. Carrick, you can't go back. Stay here when you have need of cobblers. Actually, the more evil way. Very well. We have a simple way of dealing with spies. The bar goes quiet a moment as everyone looks at the dwarf's lifeless body, then all the guests turn away simultaneously and awkwardly return to their conversations, doing all they can not to look your way. Well, now we know where Janush is waiting for us. He knows we're coming, of course, but we know that he knows, so that gives us the advantage. But does he know that we know that he knows? Ragongar frowns with exaggerated seriousness. Laughing, Octavia lightly flicks Ragongar's nose. Unable to maintain his serious expression, he breaks down and laughs with her. Sorry, Cobbler. That poor Cobbler. I actually feel a little bit bad for that one. It's not really his fault. He didn't have a whole lot of choice in the matter, but spies cannot be let go free. Goodbye, Cobbler. I like how no one tried to intervene, just like walks in, or like they're all just drinking, having a good time. Baron walks in, questions the guy briefly, kills them in the middle of the bar, and then walks out. No one says anything. That is the type of land we have created for ourselves, where nobody dares question the actions of the Baron, because him just killing a random person is not outside of the norm. That's pretty messed up.
I won't be halted.
I guess we should probably go deal with a couple quests now. We do need to do a Miri's quest as well. We'll do Ragongar's and Octavia's first, because I'm hoping it's close by. But we're going to do that in the next video. We're actually out of time. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.